It's about game time. Time to make some dipping sauce. Stick around and I'll show you what we're doing. There's nothing like game day than having something you can dip your pork rinds in, your celery in, or if you're not doing the keto, put your chips in it or whatever. But man, I tell you what, this sauce here, this dip, is as easy as it comes and tastes great. And it's got a unique ingredient today. Canned corned beef. Let's talk about these ingredients and get it going. All right, the ingredients are so simple, it's crazy. We've got a cup of buffalo sauce. You can use whatever brand you like. I like Frank's. A cup of ranch. If you've got a recipe for homemade ranch, that's awesome. But just make sure it's a cup of ranch. A cup of shredded cheese. I have some Mexican blend left over from a previous recipe, so I'm going to use that. And 1 block of cream cheese. We're going to use the whole block. Okay, and the star of the show is 1 can of corned beef. We're going to put that in there. First thing we're going to do is fry this up a little bit, get it a little brown, and then we're going to mix all this concoction together here. So let's get in the kitchen and start warming this up. But wait, before we do, corned beef is a little unlike most cans of stuff. Corned beef comes with a key. Now let me show you how to undo this can of corned beef. If you're new to the world of canned corned beef, or you're a little young and this is your first time buying corned beef, there's a slot in the key. Put that little tab in the slot like that right there, and you just start twisting away and it'll come across, and then you can dump it out in your frying pan. But you just unwind it like this, and hopefully it comes off right, because sometimes the metal will not do right and you have to dig out the old needle nose pliers. But anyway, you want it to come apart like that right there, and we'll pop it in a pan and fry it up. So let's head to the kitchen. All right, I've got this browned up really nice. Just really want it warmed up, and then we'll put it in our bowl and start mixing stuff together. Looks good so far. All right, I've got the corned beef out of the frying pan. I've put it into a square casserole dish. It's not a real big one because I'm using it as dip for dip. So we got it in a smaller dish instead of the big giant one. And all we're gonna do now is just mix up the ingredients. I've softened that cream cheese a little bit. It's been sitting there for a while. We're gonna go ahead and put in the buffalo sauce. Oh yeah, magic sauce right here. Just makes stuff good. And if you really like the heat, I mean really like melt your face heat, you can throw a little ghost pepper sauce in there with it. But usually that buffalo sauce it's got a good flavor. It's not real hot. And then the ranch kind of adds a little zest to it. So I'll put a recipe to some homemade ranch in the description, so check that below. And we're gonna put our cheese in there and just incorporate this all together. And we're gonna put it in an oven that's on preheating right now at 350 degrees. And we don't have to leave it in there a long time. We're just gonna put it in there until it's nice and bubbly and yummy and delicious and all that good stuff. Now, while I'm mixing this up, I just want to encourage you, if you're into keto, low carb stuff, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. And hey, if nothing else, just hit the like button and let me know you're there. I appreciate that. And but we're going to get this mixed and get it going, and this will go good on, if you're not doing keto, this is definitely a good dip for chips. And if you're doing the keto, you can take your old plain Jane boring old pork rinds and dip in here and add some pizzazz to them. So all right, I've got that incorporated fairly well. And what I'm going to do is, I got a little extra cheese left over. I'm going to sprinkle that on top right quick. So Let me run and get that, and I'll be right back. All right, this step's optional, but I just like a little extra cheese on mine. I had some left over, so that's probably an extra cup right there, but I'm just gonna top it with to make it look nice. And now we're gonna pop it in the oven and see how it comes out here in just a few. Like I said, about 20 minutes is about what it takes, thereabouts. But just get it bubbly. That's the main thing. You want to serve it warm. That's when it's the best. So let's pop it in there and see what happens. So here we are, fresh out of the oven. Set it in here to cool for just a minute and film it. And now we're getting ready to do some testing. Let's try this out. Look at that bubbly cheese. Yes, let's try it out. Right, so I'm here with Randy, and Randy's going to try out this buffalo beef dip. Now, he got him some chips there. Randy, tell us what you think about it. Right. Give it a scoop.
All right, mix it.
Oh, you got a hearty portion there. Think about it.
The texture's good. Got a lot of flavor. It's great.
Like it?
It's great.
Now, you just said yesterday you didn't like corned beef, right?
Yeah, but I didn't know it was that. And I'm gonna tell you how good I like it. I gotta know.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my favorite time, test time. Now, look, this, pork rinds can be pretty boring by themselves, but when you add this to pork rinds, you're gonna have something. Let's give it a test and see how we like it. Oh yeah, get a little scoop on there. Man, I think they ought to flavor the pork rinds like that. Buffalo corned beef pork rinds. Somebody invent that and send me a bag. Hey, that's great. And like I said, this is versatile. You can add more meat to it, take less out, make it a little more runny, or however you want to make yours. Man, it's got that right amount of heat from the buffalo sauce. And really, Frank's sauce is hard to beat that, but whatever you got available to you. Man, that is so good. And these are just plain, ordinary pork rinds, not seasoned with anything special, no seasonings or whatever, because I figured this is going to be the star anyway. So that recipe is so easy and it's so versatile. You can add more corned beef to it if you like to make it a little thicker, or you can just leave the corned beef out and add 2 cups of chicken. You can add 2 cups of pork, or whatever you want to put in there, man. It makes a great sauce. You got that base recipe there. You can do some let your imagination run wild. Hey, enjoy the big game, enjoy time with your family, or however you're enjoying your dip. And until the next time, snack well, and may the Lord bless you.